with the triple still alive. Today, we want to get the second part of that triple by gaining 1 point. Yes, 1 point to win the Premier League. Hello and welcome to episode 75 of Irons in the Fire as we try and make West Ham good and great again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games in the Premier League. Premier League match days 33 and 34. Leicester City at the King Power and then Nottingham Forest at the London Stadium as we endeavour to pick up that 1 point that we require, which would give us the Premier League title and the second part of this triple, having blown the quadruple when we lost against Real Madrid in the Champions League. We won't talk too much about that because it still smarts a little bit. Yeah, it does. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. Let me know about the series, about the channel, etc., etc. Leave me a comment. And of course, you can keep up to date with everything that's going on the channel, including a new series that will follow this one, because this is our final season here at West Ham. And you can find out what that series is going to be by follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Since you were last with us, we haven't played any games. It's been pretty sort of standard stuff. Nothing too much going on. Of course, last time out, that 3-0 win against Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final, which puts us in a position for the triple, of course, today, picking up hopefully the 1 point we require for the Premier League title. And we're all but there, but obviously then the FA Cup final against Aston Villa on the 16th of May, which hopefully will give us not only the triple, but the domestic cup double. That would be rather good as well. Manchester City, of course, we've played them 11 times in this series, beaten them 5 times. Of that, it's 5 out of the last 6, and we haven't lost to them in 6, and we've beaten them in the last 3 games that we've played them. So quite a good record against them, of course. And today, as I've already said, looking for this 1 point. And of course, Leicester is our first opponents. Played them 5 times this series. Not lost to them in 4, and not lost to them in 5, should I say. Beaten them in the last 4. Not conceded a goal. We've not conceded a goal so far this series against Leicester, and let today not be the day. Just played them the one time at the King Power. It was a 0-0 draw on that occasion. We played them in the FA Cup quarter-final. That was at the London Stadium, a 3-0 win on that occasion. And then Premier League towards the end of last season at the London Stadium, it was a 3-0 win again. Abraham a 2 and Zuma scoring the other one. And then we played them at the London Stadium back in December, once again, third 3-0 win on the trot. Todibo, Friedel and Prowse the scorers on that occasion. And then we played them in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, again at the London Stadium. It was a 1-0 win, and it was going to be a draw, an extra time, etc., etc. But Samadic managing to get the winning goal 3 minutes into extra time, which was, one of our saving graces on that occasion. And if we don't pick up the point against Leicester, which I hope we do, we will be playing Nottingham Forest back at the London Stadium. Played them 5 times this series, beaten them all 5 times. They have scored against us many, many times. Last time, in fact, they scored against us at the City Ground in Nottingham. Goals from Upper Meccano and Watkins on that occasion giving us the win. But we've had a 4-0, a 5-0, a 2-1, a 3-1 and a 2-1 win against them, beating them 3-1 and 4-0 at the London Stadium so far in this series. Right, I don't think there's a lot more to tell you. We'll just check the medical centre. Mazulia is literally back in a day or so. Friedel is out still for 4 weeks to 2 months. So I don't think we're going to see him again this season. This series, potentially, we might see him in the last game of the season, but it seems highly unlikely at this stage of the proceedings. Bearing in mind, we're only about a month out from the end of the season. Right, I think that's it. We've got... just check, I'm in the wrong thing here. Got 3 players out injured. They've got 3 players out injured. Boubakari, Sumari, and Dewsbury Hall. I'm reading this completely wrong here today. What's the matter with me? Dewsbury Hall, Boubakari, Sumari, and Suter. They have out. We have Friedel out with that torn hamstring, of course. So that is the team news. Let's get into it then. King Power Stadium is where we are. We need 1 point in order to secure the Premier League title. And here is the team that faces Leicester in this Premier League matchday 33. Trubin in goal. Gomez, Cahera, Todibo and Wagnerman on defensive line. Samadic, Shalaga and Ward-Prowse in midfield. Kudos is sat behind Watkins and Abraham up front. And then on the bench, we have Trott, Upamecano, Soufal, Emerson, Souček, Gray, Helmand, Kerr and Jarrod Bowen. And here we are at the King Power Stadium. They've won 4 of their last 5, drawn 1 and lost 1. Playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder today. We've won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1. But a bit sporadic with our wins of late. We are top of the table on 85 points. Leicester are in 13th with 37 points. And first thing up is we have an injury to Tammy Abraham. That's not good. He's got a potential thigh injury just 6 minutes into the game. Right, which means that we'll move Watkins over to this side. And Abraham will come off and we'll bring on Jarrod Bowen to replace him. Free kick for Leicester. Maicon. Oh, Trubin spilled it. And Iniacho puts it away on 26. Trubin at fault. Maicon headed by Cody. And it fell for Iniacho. I'd really expected Cahera to put that away somewhere, but Trubin at fault. We have a throw-in. Gomez, 27 on the clock. Wagnerman back to Gomez. Gomez comes inside looking for a way through. Samadic, Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse back to Todibo. We're going backwards at the moment. Xavier, Wagnerman, Xavier, Kudos. Thought he was going to flick that through then to Wagnerman. Wagnerman there. Wagnerman crossed it into the area. Couldn't find Bowen. I presume that was lurking. There it was. And the ball is cleared, but not clear. And the move is still alive. Gomez comes forward now. Tucks it in, but it's given away. Bowen brought down, but I think he more stumbled than was brought down. Oh, that's given away. Kudos puts it away. A daisy cutter drive. 18th goal of the season. We're level again on 29. And it's a bit of a strange match. Justin back to Muric. Muric to Cody. Cody gives it away to Kudos, who was lurking behind the defender, and puts it past Muric. 34 on the clock. Wagnerman with a free kick to Todibo. Ward-Prowse and Todibo working together. Cahera now. Cahera comes forward. Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse finds Watkins. Bowen's there. Bowen puts it wide. May have been offside, actually. And that ball was released. No, he wasn't. But he put it wide all the same. Muric with a goal kick. I think it was the goal kick, to be fair. Christensen. And Gomez winning that ball. Samadic, Kudos, Todibo, Wagnerman, Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse chips one over the top. Watkins. Oh, he's hit the inside of the post and it's come away. Being unlucky here. Ward-Prowse, Xavier to Todibo. We'll build again. Gomez with a throw-in. 36 on the clock now. It's all happening very fast here. Kudos. Kudos gives that ball away to Nacho. And Kudos guilty of not watching what he was doing. Kahera. Gomez. We want it back though. Gomez doing a bit of a swivel. Pivot. Samadic through to Bowen. Bowen been brought down. Kudos. Kudos gets his second of the game. 19th of the season. And on 38 minutes, we take a goal lead, having turned it around from being a goal behind. Bowen. Kudos. And half-time has arrived. And despite going that goal behind, we have got ourselves back in it. 9 shots, 3 on target, 1.54, 50% of the possession. They've had 2 shots, 2 on target, 50% of the possession. So far, we are in a position to be Premier League champions for the first time ever. First action of the second half, 58 minutes on the clock. Cody with a free kick. Out to Jota. Wagnerman in close thing. I think he must have got a boot to that. Watkins comes away with it. Watkins cross it in for Bowen. Oh, and it's come back off the woodwork. Watkins just decided to go for route one. Bowen beat the goalkeeper, but not the goal. And with nearly 63 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes, Joshua Wagnerman has picked up a knock. Hopefully nothing too bad, but Vladimir Soufal comes on to replace him. And we've also taken off Shalaga in midfield and replaced him with Morten Helmond. And with 75 minutes on the clock, making our final 2 changes of the afternoon, Jean-Claire Todibo comes off for Dreyot Upamecano in a straight swap. And we've also taken off Joe Gomez on the left wing-back position and replaced him with Emerson. And we have the trophy lift. I thought we might get to the end of the season of the trophy lift, but it appears not. And we pick up the Premier League title. Second part of the triple. And there we go. We've won the Premier League. And what a way to finish the series. All we need to do now is win the FA Cup. Second bit of silverware. And there we are. 2-1 then, the final score. Kudos 29 and 38. Inacio after 26 minutes, of course. 6 shots, 4 on target, 1.40 and 56% of the possession for Leicester. They weren't a pushover. We had nothing on target in that second half. 11 shots, 3 on target, 2.60 and 44% of the possession. Yeah, it was a bit of a poor second half, really. Leicester in it. We weren't really in it in that second half. It was almost like we were motoring towards the title and just really trying to tread water and hang on to it. Trubin having a poor day, 6.6. I'm really... We need to move him on in the summer if we were staying here especially. But I think his days are numbered here at West Ham and need a decent goalkeeper in there. And I think Trubin... yeah, he's not really done it for me. With Mazulia, he'll be back, hopefully, very, very soon now. Well, before we have a look at the rest of the scores and how that has won us the title, a bit of bad news. Tammy Abraham's going to be out for the rest of the season. He's out for 2 to 3 months. He's got a torn thigh muscle. Will miss the FA Cup final. We've also got Vladimir Sufal out for up to 2 weeks. He's I hadn't realised he picked up a gashed upper leg in the end of that game. And also Joshua Vagaman, but he's only got a bruised shin. Will be out for 1 to 3 days, so he'll be back fairly soon. But Sufal picking up that knock. Today's other results then, Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 0, but it's going to do Chelsea no good at all in the fact that we are 18 points clear of Chelsea in second place with just 15 points available, which means that we have secured the title, as we know, and that's how it is. Manchester City beating Crystal Palace by 4-0. They still have a game in hand and could close Chelsea down to a point. So if Chelsea slip up, Manchester City could finish in second place, but they need to win that game in hand first, though, of course, on a reasonable bit of form right now. Okay, that's where we're at then at the end of that. We've got a home game against Nottingham Forest, and the celebrations can really kick off. And so we arrive at match day ahead of this match day 34 in the Premier League. And 15th in the table, Nottingham Forest come to the London Stadium. They have 3 players who are injured. Sorry, they don't. They have Dominguez out with pulled knee ligaments and Matt Turner, who is doubtful with a twisted ankle. We have 3 players out injured, of course. Sufal, Friedel and Abraham. Mazulia is back. Will he play today? Let's go and find out. And here is the team that faces Nottingham Forest in this one. Match day 34 and our first game after winning the title back at the London Stadium. So a time of celebration. Mazulia returns to goal. Trubin, who I hold accountable for the goal against Leicester, and Mazulia, his first opportunity, is back in the side, and let's hope he doesn't pick up a recurring injury today. Want to get him back up to full fitness, ready for the FA Cup. Parisi, Vitic, Upamecano and Wagnerman are defensive line. Shalaga, Helmand and Gray in midfield. Gluck returns to the side behind Kerr and Watkins up front. And on the bench, Trubin, Todibo, Emerson, Kahera, Zuma, Ward-Prowse, Souček, Kudos and Gerard Bowen. And here we are back at the London Stadium. And we'll play in our usual formation. Won 3 of our last 5, drawn 1, lost 1, won our last 2. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 today, having won 2, lost 2 and drawn 1 of their last 5 matches. We are champions, top on 88. They are 15th on 30 points. And guard of honour for the Premier League champions. Nice gesture. And a highlight from kickoff. Dawkins gets us underway. Sangari. Neco Williams. And Parisi runs in. Takes over that ball. Cuts it inside to Kerr. Kerr goes on his own. He has a go. Tries to tuck it away in the corner. But the goalkeeper had to get down to it. Push it wide. It's a corner. Inside the first minute. It's going to be a short one. Luke to Watkins. Watkins tried to find Gray. But it was a poor ball. 16 minutes on the clock. Parisi over a free kick. Has a go direct. Come. Oh, it's gone in. Surely that went in. Goodness me. Will we see it again? FM25. One of my big wishes. Please. Can we have goal line technology that actually in this instance puts us along the line and we can see whether the ball's over the line or not? For goodness sake. We can't tell anything from that, can we? What? Why is it telling us whether it went over the line or not? Oh, man. Free kick outside the area. It's Gluck over it. 26 minutes on the clock. Gluck has a go. Oh, I thought that had gone in for a minute. Parisi throws it to Kerr. Kerr couldn't control it and gives the ball away. They come forward. Oh, Hudson-Odoi. And it's a save from the goalkeeper, I think. Mazulia back in goal, of course, today. It just makes you wonder. Danilo. Deep one to the back post, but it's Vidic, I think, heading it away to Gluck. Watkins, we're on a counter-attack now. Watkins comes forward. Watkins has support. He's through to Gluck. Gluck just needs to get this in the area. He's got Gray in support. Back to Gluck. And it's a goal kick. This was Nottingham Forest's chance. And Mazulia, yep, getting his legs in the way. Another free kick. Gluck. And I think it's gone for a corner. Turner getting his hands to it. Keeping us out at the moment. 33 on the clock. Gluck with the corner. It's a deep one to the back post. It's sort of headed clear. Watkins is bobbling around there. Wagnerman with a long throw. 40 minutes on the clock. It's thrown in. Headed back out. Wagnerman. Gray. Vidic. Vidic round his man. Vidic in the area. Tucks it back. Wagnerman. Gluck. Gluck puts it away. Fourth goal of the season. And on 41 minutes, we managed to take a lead. How we've not managed it before. The woodwork. The goalkeeper. Vidic doing all the work here. Kerr cuts it back for Wagnerman. Wagnerman decided not to have a shot. Got it to Gluck. Gluck put it away. Half time has arrived. 11 shots, 5 on target, 1.14. 63% of the possession. They've had 3 shots, 1 on target, 0.50. 37% of the possession. And, well, we are playing like champions, just not managing to put away our chances. First highlight of this second half. 54 on the clock. It's short corner. Watkins into the area. And it's Ollie Watkins. That was a bizarre one. What happened there? Ollie Watkins scored that from just near the corner flag. It's sort of deflected off of Turner. See it again. He's onside. And Turner must have just touched it. And with nearly 71 minutes on the clock, making 3 changes. Joshua Wagnerman, he's tiring, having a good game though. We've taken him off, brought on Kurt Zuma, replaced as Shalaga with Thomas Souček. And we've then, our final change at this juncture in time is Ollie Watkins, who scored that wonder goal just now. Not sure how he did it. It's been replaced by Kudos. Free kick just inside their half. Vidic over the ball. 72 minutes on the clock. Vidic to Helmond. Gray. Gray finds Gluck. Kudos. Kerr. Goal he deserved. I think he was offside though. It will be his 3rd goal of the season if he gets it. It's not. He's offside. And it won't count. Back to 2-0. Just drifted. Yep. Parisi on that far side. 76 on the clock. Throw in. It's headed back. Parisi gets it back. It's crossed in this time. Kerr. Kerr cross it in. And Kudos getting the faintest of heads on it. And the question whether he's offside or not. And it is disallowed for the 2nd time in succession. It was at this point that they was offside. It was Kerr again. And with 78 minutes on the clock, making one more change. Parisi comes off, possibly with a Player of the Match award to come. He's replaced by Emerson. And just when we thought, I did think about making the 2 changes last time out, but as it's turned out, Kurt Zuma, who had come on, has picked up an injury, and hopefully it's not too bad. Potential thigh injury. Hopefully it's nothing too sinister, because we do have a little bit of a problem in that back now. What we've had to do is take Zuma off, having come on for Wagnerman, and replace him with Thilo Carrera. And it's all over. 2-0 win against Nottingham Forest. Gluck on 41. Ollie Watkins with a really bizarre go on 55. 17 shots, 8 on target, 1.73 and 67% of possession. Nottingham Forest have 5 shots, 2 on target, 0.63 and 33% of the possession. Fabiano Parisi picking up player of the match as suspected, but lots of players in green here. The only worry to us is Kurt Zuma, who came on to replace Wagnerman at the back right. He's looks like he's potentially picked up an injury to add to our injury woes at the moment, and we hopefully that's not too bad. Parisi, 3 key chances, 2 clear-cut chances created. An excellent game for him. That's another 3 points in the bag as we not only obviously we're champions, but as we go forward, we're trying to break some records now. First of all, the bad news: Kurt Zuma is out for 4 to 5 weeks, which means that he will miss the FA Cup final as well, with a growing list of injuries. Soufal, Zuma, Friedel and Abraham, all longish-term injuries on the bench. So that takes us to today's results. Liverpool beating Everton by 2-0 in the Merseyside derby. Everton are down in 7th place at the moment. Arsenal 2-2 with the Luton Town. Crystal Palace beating Aston Villa 2-1. Manchester United only managing a draw against Brentford. Manchester City have Haaland back and have been doing very well. They still have a game in hand. They are 4 points still adrift of Chelsea, though. A 2-0 win over our Newcastle today. Still that opportunity. Chelsea don't look as if they're going to slip up, though. But we'll see. Tottenham 3, Norwich 0, Sunderland 3, Leicester 1. Leicester down in 13th place. I think they're reasonably safe. 12 points. They are safe now. If Norwich had won, they wouldn't have been, but Norwich can only get 36 points now. So Leicester are safe despite losing 3-1 to Sunderland, who pulled themselves out of that quagmire at the bottom. 2-0 winners, of course, against Nottingham Forest. Chelsea beating Leeds by 2-0. And Bournemouth beating Southampton. So this is how it looks. Of course, we're champions on top at 91 points at the moment. 12 points available, which means that 103 points are available to us. The record for anybody who's interested is 100 points. So 101, 10 more points would actually see us break the Premier League record. Chelsea are second on 73. Manchester City, with a game in hand, third on 69. Arsenal, fourth on 65. They are in the Champions League places. Then come Tottenham and Manchester United, both on 62, separated by goal difference. A 6-point drop then down to Everton on 56 points. And then 5 points to Leeds, just outside the European places, on 51 points. Norwich, Southampton and Luton are in the drop zone. Luton are 7 points adrift. Southampton are 5 points adrift. And Norwich 4 points adrift of Sunderland in 17th place at the moment. And then a further couple of points to Nottingham Forest with 12 still in the pot. Luton are very close. They need to keep going and need to pull out some wins. A draw against Arsenal today will have been a big help. Right, that's where we're at then. It's going to be a difficult one because there's not really a lot to show you. So I think we're probably going to play Bournemouth, Southampton and Sunderland offline. We're going to come back for the FA Cup final against Aston Villa. And then we will come back for a final game against Arsenal. The final game of the season of the series. 2 more episodes then, plus a end of season review and series roundup, 3 episodes to take us to the end of the series. And if you'd like to know more about the channel, more about that coming up in just a moment. Bournemouth, Southampton and Sunderland then offline. We'll come back for the for an update where everybody is ahead of the game in the FA Cup final against Aston Villa. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Irons in the Fires. We've already identified 3 episodes left. They will be released Monday and Thursday through to that. And I'll be announcing very soon what our new series will be to replace Irons in the Fire. The best way of keeping up to date what's happening on the channel so you know when it's all going to happen and the new series is to follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at JustOffside2. Aston Villa then in the next episode. And, of course, you can keep up to date with everything by the aforementioned. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode number 76. It's an FA Cup final, the 3rd part of the triple. Can we do it? Join me on Monday to find out. Till then, bye-bye.